Hello and welcome to the 20k subscriber Q&A video. I have a few updates before I begin answering you guys' questions from the numerous milestone posts I made. I wasn't exactly sure when the subscribers would stop rolling in, so I posted quite a few of them, and I collected my favorite non-repetitive comments from them. If you want to stay updated with my publishing schedule and just what I'm currently thinking at the moment, you can join my community Discord server and follow me on Twitter. Another update, I'm opening a Patreon account at patreon.com/AlexGus. So that means it's time to open up your parents' wallets and give me money because I need it. I'm in college. It's completely optional, but if you donate to the Patreon, you can get your name in the end of the credits of my videos, and you can also get a role in the Discord server. You get a nice green user tag to show that you're better than everyone else. I'm just going to answer a few questions now from the numerous milestone posts that I put up. I wasn't exactly sure when the subs were going to stop rolling in, so I just kept on posting it. But now I'm finally getting around to doing it. Carlo asks, favorite internet mystery or creepy internet stuff in general? I would say the whole "this house has people in it" ARG was definitely a big inspiration for me, and it's definitely a classic, so I would say that's my personal favorite. Babelman asks, my question, how do you find these creepy video? Well, I use Google. Rosea Nebula Latea says, what ARG creepypasta or scary happening shook you the most as a kid? Definitely the whole Ben drowned creepypasta. The videos definitely scared me quite a bit, and I got into it around the same time that MatPat made those Majora's Masks videos. That's my own personal childhood trauma. Crunchy YT asks, do you like horror games? If so, what's your favorite? It's not technically a horror game, but I guess my favorite game would be BioShock. I haven't really played a bunch of horror games now that I think about it. Angel asks, what draws you to make the kind of content that you do? And why have you chosen to cover Adult Swim infomercials, the YouTube Iceberg, and Local 58 respectively? I don't know. It just is what catches my attention usually. The infomercials, I just hadn't seen anyone else doing it, and I just sort of started writing that script one day. There's no rhyme or reason for it. The YouTube Iceberg, I just saw that, and I saw that the infomercials were on it, so I thought it was a nice tie to my content. Little did I know that so much would result from it. And Local 58. I feel like that one I just kind of wanted to branch out into more of the stuff I covered on the Iceberg. I'm not really sure about the general direction of this channel, but it was definitely an interesting video to make. Daimios asks, what keeps you motivated to continue making videos? What got you into making videos? And what's the most enjoyable aspect of making the video? And lastly, what's your favorite color? A lot of questions, but I'll try my best to answer all of them. What keeps you motivated to continue making videos? Just having something to do. If I don't make videos, I'm doing nothing. What got you into making videos? So it was around last September when I started my freshman year of college, and I just would get the absolute worst panic attacks. Like, I just would be so shaken up from attending my classes and just the overall stress of online college, and I just started writing YouTube videos, and you can't find any of them online because I deleted all of them. They were on a separate channel. This used to be my personal YouTube channel, but I decided that I just wanted to upload content. I don't know, I just like the self-branding of the Alex Gus name. And in December I made my first Adult Swim infomercial ranked video, And I would say researching and editing are my two favorite parts. My least favorite part is recording, because it's the most uncontrolled aspect of making a video. When I'm researching, writing, and editing, I have like complete control. There's no concept of time, if you will. But when I'm recording a video, that's sort of where the most amount of variables come up, if that makes any sense. I just don't like recording. I'm very self-conscious about my voice. I know that's quite a silly thing to say considering how many people praise it in the comments section, but it's always been something that's kind of sounded off to me. I don't think anyone likes the sound of their own voice. What's your favorite color? My favorite color is yellow. You could probably assume that from my channel branding, but I love yellow. Coral Sensei asks, favorite show or movie of any genre? You got any pets? And how's life? My favorite show or movie? I really don't have one. If I had to pick a favorite movie, it would probably be something like Raiders of the Lost Ark or Jurassic Park. Those classic Spielberg movies when I was a kid got me into the whole idea of filmmaking and analyzing film. They kind of hold a special nostalgic place for me. You got any pets? I have 2 pet dogs. How's life? Yeah. Casey Medico says, how do you feel about LaCroix? I don't like LaCroix personally. Amandaline Bollinger asks, what subject would you love to make a video about other than horror? I've actually been working on a script about the first episodes of Genndy Tarkovsky shows, so just branching more into television, a little bit away from Adult Swim stuff, but I'm still keeping in that sort of general genre for now. Logan Wagle asks, how old are you currently? 19. Artig45 asks, what hobbies are you into? Well, I like watching movies. Aesthetic asks, it's Redacted Lewis Tuesday. How about those SCPs? I like SCP. I feel like it's a very interesting community. I really like SCP Containment Breach. I think it's a hilarious game. I love those sort of hot mic video games. A lot of funny potential in those. Finkley Talks asks, what's your zodiac sign? I'm a Scorpio. Caillou Does W on Instagram asks, what's your favorite Nickelodeon and Cartoon Network cartoon? I'm gonna have to go with the classic answer here, the first 4 seasons of SpongeBob. Justin Butcher asks, are you going to do more icebergs? Probably not. I just think it's kind of a dying trend, and I really don't have the inspiration to do it. Retro B4 asks, what's the deal with the LaCroix videos? I just kind of made them when I was bored in school in my film and TV class. I thought they were funny, so I just left them up on my channel. I had a couple of other memes I posted from a long time ago, but all the other ones I privated. The LaCroix videos are my favorite, so I left those up. Cold Snap asks, would you rate a picture of my dog? Her name is Delilah. She looks like a very good dog. I like her a lot. King Crimson asks, why is 1 + 1 equal to 2? Philosophical. That's a good question. From a philosophical level, I feel like we all just accept 1 + 1 = 2 because we're all too lazy to read the 200-page proof that all of mathematics is based off of. Yeah, I think we just all accept that it's true. It could be false, but we just accept it to be true because we need to maintain society. Not a Robot asks, what's your favorite type of cheese? I'm a big mozzarella guy. I love mozzarella. I think all other cheese is kind of nasty. Jesse James asks, what's the future of this channel going to be? Are you going to focus on mystery/horror material? I might. I was thinking about doing a video on Don't Hug Me, I'm Scared. and then maybe later doing somewhat of a deep dive into the Marble Hornets series, as I've seen very little of it, and I've gotten quite a few requests to do so. So I'm not going to focus on it per se, but I'll definitely dip my toe in it every once in a while. Cold Snap once again asks, who are some of your biggest inspirations for making content? I think Alan Resnick is probably my biggest inspiration. He really just sort of introduced me to like a whole different way of making films, you know? Just very experimental. The man just does what he wants to with his films, which I definitely have a great respect for. Also, like, going back to what I said earlier, just Steven Spielberg movies, stuff that made me watch movies when I was a kid, George Lucas and Star Wars. As bad as they technically are, the prequel trilogy really shaped my childhood. Ellen Browning asks if I would make a Crow 64 video, which I really want to. I think that Adam Butcher's another great creator, definitely another inspiration of mine. He's a YouTube veteran, and I think this is an incredible project which is not getting the recognition it deserves. Zerathic Xenophon asks, will there be a 5th installment in the LaCroix saga? Well, I actually did write like a 12-stanza haiku, and I sent it to Goose, the guy in the LaCroix videos, and he has not sent me a recording of it yet, but once he does, I'll make LaCroix 5. It's happening. Ashton Robinson asks, do you have a girlfriend? Yes. Nefarious Gremlin asks, what's your favorite book? Probably not a surprise, since I stated Jurassic Park was one of my favorite movies, but Jurassic Park is my favorite book ever. If you haven't read it yet, I very strongly recommend it, because it's quite different from the movie, like, both thematically and the way the plot plays out. Like, if I was handed an unlimited budget and allowed to make any Hollywood movie, or like maybe like even an HBO like miniseries, I would make a book faithful version of Jurassic Park, because I think that would be so incredibly cool. There's so much stuff in the book that could be elaborated on, and it's the kind of thing that the Jurassic Park series kind of needs now, with all of its lackluster sequels. I think a cold reboot just would be the right thing. Also, it could be like M-rated too, you know, sort of play into the whole like resurrected like bad nostalgia trend that's going around with like superhero movies. And Ian Cadorfa asks, what's your favorite food? I really like chicken a lot. I think chicken's definitely my favorite food in all forms. Breast, wings, thighs. I love chicken. It's flavorless, but if you spice it correctly, you can definitely get some good flavor out of it. Why SpongeBob Y asks, what's the plan for your channel? You got any goals? My plan is to just keep on making high quality content. Just keep growing, and my big goal, I guess you could say, is eventually to one day reach 100,000 subscribers. So, being 5 times larger than I am right now, it's kind of a far off goal, but I never thought I'd reach 20k. My goal for the end of this year was 1,000, so who knows? I mainly just want to get that beautiful silver play button. I just want YouTube to send me something after they've continuously striked my videos for copyright. Walrus Armageddon asks, how long does it take for you to make videos? A 20-minute video usually takes me like 3 weeks or so to put out. A couple days of writing. I write all my scripts out. I get everything set up. I do a lot of research in that writing period, so that takes up about the first week. I take a few days to record, That's usually about half a week. And then the last week and a half I spend editing my project. I have a lot of other stuff. I'm in college, as I mentioned before. I work part-time, and I do this, so I don't really ever get any rest. If I could cut one of those 3 things out, I would definitely be able to get videos out a little bit faster, so donate to the Patreon so I can quit my day job, please. Thomas C. asks, who would win in a race between a sandwich and a taco? That depends what type of sandwich and what type of taco we're talking about. I'm going to assume that we're just talking about like a regular standard beef taco from Taco Bell. And for the sandwich, we're just going to be talking about like foot-long meatball marinara from Subway. I think the taco has the advantage here. Most tacos, like generally speaking, are lighter than sandwiches. I'd assume that they're faster. Sandwiches got extra length, I don't know. For my 100K special, I'll roll a taco and a sandwich down a hill. The first one to reach the bottom, that'll be the winner of that question. Sven asks, what equipment do you use? You probably noticed in this video that my mic quality hopefully sounds a lot better than it previously did. That's because I have new equipment. I am using a Rodecaster board and a Rode Procast microphone. That delicious ad revenue from that iceberg video allowed me to upgrade from my $40 Rode miniature shotgun microphone plugged into my phone. Like, I don't think you understand how bad the microphone I was using was. Like, we're talking like basically Walmart gaming headset microphone. I'm surprised I ever put out videos with that audio. It's not intended to be used as a microphone for recording voiceover. Funk asks, opinion on chicken nuggets. As I previously mentioned, I am the world's biggest fan of chicken nuggets. I think my favorite chicken nugget is the Wendy's spicy chicken nugget. You get that in the barbecue sauce. It's very tasty. I think Wendy's is kind of underrated, honestly. Every time I go to the one by my house, I get like incredibly slow service, but it's always worth it to dig into those spicy chicken nuggets and the French fries. Spent a lot of time in this video talking about food. Cube asks, how would life evolve in an infinite McDonald's? This is a reference to the Reddit post I put in the post for the 20K Q&A question submission. So I'll read it now for reference. How would life evolve in an infinite McDonald's? Let's say some guys in the future make a dimension where it's just an infinite McDonald's, and they just throw 10 million of every animal on Earth into there. How would life evolve there? Would the place be dominated by invertebrates? And the top commenter asks, what is this question even asking? I kind of am in the same boat. What does that question mean? I feel like some of the greatest mysteries in life aren't even worth answering, and how would life evolve in an infinite McDonald's is definitely one of those. Thank you once again for 20,000 subscribers. I can't believe I ever had to make this video because I never thought I'd make it here. I'll see you in the next video. Hopefully that'll be out in early June to mid-June. Okay.